Welcome to IDB everyone, it is Andrew here with the CalDigit AV Pro 2. This is a new drive that's meant for the newest 2016 and later MacBook Pros, utilizing the latest of USB-C, USB 3.0, and Thunderbolt 3. But this is not just a standard hard drive that you've seen 1,000 times. It has built-in new functionality such as the USB-C power delivery, as well as a USB hub and expandable drive bays that are really easy to swap out just whenever you need to. You can pick it up with or without a drive, and you can pick it up in a number of configurations between solid-state drives and standard hard drives. It does utilize a larger 3.5-inch SATA drive, so not the smaller laptop ones, which may have been better, but it does mean they're cheaper, because the desktop drives are often cheaper than their laptop-sized counterparts. Inside the box, you're going to find a USB-C cable. It is nice and purple for you, a pair of keys, a few extra cables, and of course the power cables themselves. Other than that, you just have the actual drive hidden below this little stand. I was a little surprised at how big the actual AV Pro 2 was. It was a little bit on the bigger end from what I imagined when I was doing my research. It is also substantially heavy, but that can easily be attributed to the large 3.5-inch hard drive inside, as well as that all aluminum construction. Anytime that you have something that's removable, whether it's RAM or a hard drive, something like that, it makes it take up a little bit more space. That's why Apple has been slowly getting rid of those removable features, because it allows them to take up more space on the inside for other non-removable parts. Just having to have levers and stuff can make it a little bit of a hassle design-wise. So you can see here, it looks actually really nice. It has the little stand on there, CalDigit logo presented on the side, and just a variety of port options along the back. We have the fan right at the top, which helps keep this thing cool. Then we have two USB 3 ports. So these are really great for any expansion options that you want to do. Then you have two options for connecting to your computer, whether USB-C or USB Slim B. Then you have power and even a Kensington lock adapter. CalDigit always puts in the tiny little details that I appreciate, like even putting their logo on the back of this fan plate. You can barely even see it, but it's like a nice little thing that they took that extra time to put their logo or some other little small touches on those little pieces. There are rubber little rubber feet on the side of it, because it'll not only work vertically, but horizontally as well. This is a design cue that we saw when we were reviewing the CalDigit USB or the Thunderbolt 3 dock, where it works both vertically and horizontally. And I always appreciate that, because not everyone has space for it vertically or horizontally, so now you have the option. There is a bright green light on the front that stays on when it's working, and when it's flashing, like many drives, it just means that it's being read or written to. Other than the pass-through charging and all those hub features on the back, what makes this really unique is the hot swappable drives along the front. There's a quick release lever that'll allow you to remove the drive using the pair of keys that were provided. Obviously, you want it easy to be able to remove the drives, but you don't want it too easy that anyone can just go ahead and steal your data. So you have to put the first key in first and rotate that clockwise just a little bit, then use the smaller key as kind of a pin to go ahead and push into the top hole, and it'll eject the lever. Simply pull on the lever and the drive will slide right out. You can have multiple drives already attached to these little sleds that you can put in and out, or you can keep them on their own trays and just remove them when you need to. So you have this drive filled up, pull it out, remove the screws, put another one on, slide it right back in. It's features like that that are really gauged at those AV or those video professionals that really go through a lot of hard drive space and are often swapping them and moving them around. Pass-through charging is really great, but it is a little bit limited to only 30 watts of power, which is definitely on the slow side, considering the biggest MacBook can take up to 87 watts. Speed tests were all great, were fine, and it's a standard hard drive over USB 3 and USB-C, so my read and write speeds were pretty much exactly what I would expect for a drive of that size and speed. The CalDigit AV Pro 2 also really uses amazing UASP. That stands for USB Attached SCSI Protocol, which is the transfer protocol when moving data back and forth. Since it is aimed at people who are editing video, it works great because it can transfer and read pretty much at the same time in a certain way that'll help it speed up and work a lot quicker. It also helps for moving data right onto there. So if I have a camera plugged in or a hard drive from my camera plugged in, it makes it really easy to transfer straight from my camera onto my drive instead of to my computer, then to my drive. Those USB ports in the back also allow you to daisy chain additional devices. Like if I have my CalDigit Tough Drive here, I was out shooting, put some photos and video on there, come back, plug that directly into here, and I can see them both immediately on my computer. I can transfer directly from the Tough Drive to the AV Pro 2, or move it to my computer first. So I have lots of options, and I only have to plug one cord into my computer. This essentially comes down to a mix between a Thunderbolt 3 dock as well as a really solid expandable hard drive. While many people may not be swapping their hard drives often or plugging in a lot of media options, for those that are, this type of drive is a godsend, and it's been phenomenal to work with and has really streamlined my workflow when I've been testing this out. You can pick up the drive itself in a variety of storage options or additional drive modules that come already in the little sleds with the drive and a storage case for them. You can find all of that at the link below in the description. Let us know what you think of this down below in the comments, subscribe, and until next time, it's Andrew for IDB.